Hi guys, first game of the day. I'll probably play a few games today. Okay, it's against Protoss. It's good because I just posted a Protoss analysis, and I've got a few ideas I want to try out. I had a couple of auto resign against Terran, which are annoying. You get at this level of play sometimes. But otherwise, first actual game of the day. Now, what I think I'm going to do, I think I want to rely a lot more heavily on Widow Mines against Protoss. I think tanks are good, but Widow Mines are really excellent. And as both a harassment tool and a defensive tool against charge lots. I think I've been building too many tanks. The problem is if he goes Blink Stalker, you kind of need tanks.
Additional supply depots.
So what I think I might do is build a reactor on the factory and a tech lab on the staff and go Raven Widow Mine and then switch them over if I need to.
SCV ready.
So let's see.
Go ahead.
I also saw quite a cool video by Thermal last night about how to deal with proxy void ray, and he suggested actually that if it's built close to your base, like in a third base location, you can actually, I forgot to SCV scout.
SCV ready.
You must SCV scout. It's going to be a bit late. Against TOS, it's absolutely essential, especially if there's no probe, because that's when it can be proxy. Okay.
SCV ready.
I'm going to go Marine first because there's a probe here. Otherwise, I'll go Reactor. But you can actually just SCV pull. You can just SCV pull. And just pull like 10 SCVs and just go and kill the Stargate. Which is an interesting idea.
Gangway coming through.
Okay, now onto Reactor. Oh, we might be able to get it.
Not enough. Command center upgrade complete.
Who wants some?
Okay.
Let's rock.
Now my scouting, what did I see here?
Not enough minerals.
Okay, this is
SCV ready.
double gas.
Will do.
Okay, into early expand. So it's not gonna be a void ray proxy. Typically, okay, I'm late on my factory.
You scared me.
If it's anything more than just double gas, one core,
SCV ready.
one gateway into core, then it's not gonna be a proxy because he needs the money. It's certainly not gonna be two base. So I should have just used this SCV to build the barracks. Sorry, to build the bunker. That was a mistake.
What's going? You want a piece of me, boy?
Always build a bunker against Protoss. It's
SCV
just
ready.
your Marines without a bunker are useless early in the game.
SCV ready.
Especially against Stalkers, he can just kite them back. Okay, so I'm gonna go Reactor.
Who wants some?
And I'm going to actually build a Reaper at this stage as well.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Now what I like to do is build a bunker and then rally the Marines to here, because if there's like an Adept Shade or something, or an Oracle, you want to have
upgrade complete.
And go to build a wall as well. It's just worth it. So these will defend against the Oracle, and then we will have a Widow Mine here protecting against the Widow Mine.
SCV ready.
And then it's a second Rax. How are we for supply? I think we're okay.
Gangway coming.
Okay, so now I'm going to send this out because I need to know what he's doing. Okay, is that? I'm not sure if that's a real Phoenix or not. You probably shouldn't go
insufficient.
Yeah, I don't know. I sort of gave away that there's an Oracle there. Okay, let's have a look. I actually think it was a real one. It didn't take enough damage to the. Okay, no, it's not. Robo. It was.
Fair enough. Certainly.
It could be Blink Stalkers or Charge Lot. Okay, it's Blink Stalkers. So I actually am gonna have to build I'll put the Widow Mines over here where the prism's gonna come in. And I'm gonna swap this over now. Okay, so put this here. So you just need tanks. Okay, my macro is not very good.
Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete.
Actually, I'm going to put this over here too. We might be able to catch the prism when it comes in. And I'm going to go medivac. Let's build another. Okay, we can probably start our third base. I'll build it over here though. Another racks.
Not enough additional supply depots required.
Okay, first tank I'm going to put back here. So if he blinks in, it's going to be in range, and it's going to be pretty hard to get to.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
And then I want another tank.
Ready to plunder. What's going on?
I didn't scout whether he had a third base, so let's go and do that.
You gonna get
Just so we know what we're dealing with. 2 engineering bays now, after 3 racks. I'm going to put this out here. Okay. And I'm going to go for a liberator now. Now I don't need this here now, so I'm going to put it here.
SCV ready.
Okay. Tech lab on the next one.
Not
And
enough
it's a
minerals.
4th racks.
Yeah. This better be good.
Now I could actually go for a widow mine drop here.
It's about to get heavy.
Okay, he does have a third base.
Add-on.
He's not attacking.
SCV ready.
Okay, so we want combat shield, and then we want this cussive, and we want
Not
to get
enough
a 1/1
minerals.
upgrades started.
SCV ready.
Okay, so the third base timing is nice.
Who wants some?
So let's push down.
Not enough minerals.
And I'm going to produce a few more tanks, and then I'm going to switch to
minerals.
widow mine production. Actually, an armory would be helpful too with the widow mines.
Incoming orders.
So
Command center upgrade.
SCV ready.
now you should actually, before you do this,
Research
you should
complete.
actually check for observers, because he's much more likely to attack, right? If he can actually see
SCV ready.
that you're taking a base and that it's not that well defended. Armory.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, reactor on this one, and I'm actually gonna
ready.
go into widow mines.
SCV
But I'll build a
ready.
second factory.
This better be good. Give us your best.
Now here you can
SCV ready.
block this, put 1 marine out here, and 1 marine here, so you can see where he's
SCV ready.
complete the wall.
Ready for dust off.
So we've got this here ready to
course.
go.
SCV ready.
Ready for pickup. Understood.
So let's see if he's out of position or not. Looks like it.
Liberation is at hand.
Go like this.
Additional supply depots required.
Now you want to scan and
Mineral
try to get
field
out.
depleted.
Well, hallelujah.
Okay, it's a charged lot heavy army as you can see. So
Additional
this
supply depots
this is all the more
required.
reason why. Okay,
Incoming orders.
don't overstay your welcome.
Upgrade complete.
And I'm gonna actually just siege it here, so I don't call it back mistakenly. So that was really good. And okay,
Armed and ready.
what's going on here? Okay, now we want to get the drilling floors.
In the rear.
Additional supply depots required.
Sl-
Upgrade insufficient Vespene mineral field depleted.
Now- Okay, now it's a charged lot heavy composition.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
SCV ready.
Okay, he still hasn't left any units here.
ETA. Reporting for action.
SCV ready.
Oh, it's on.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready for dust off.
I'm gonna put one of these. Okay, we're not macroing as well as we
Go
could.
ahead.
We've got too many minerals.
Big job, huh?
Some more racks.
Yep. SCV ready.
So we've done some pretty good damage. So we want
SCV
widow
ready.
mines now. Why is this not part of my control group? And just walling off. You know, like it's relatively cheap, but it's just gonna make
Not
your
enough minerals.
it's going to
Not
make
enough minerals.
your
We have you on screen.
Armed and ready.
Oh, it's on.
it's going to make your defense so much stronger.
Research.
SCV ready.
Let's go.
SCV ready.
Yeah, his drop
Ready for
defense
dust
is just
off.
not very good. Okay, so I get a good look at it. Okay, it's stalker heavy.
Liberation.
This better be good. Gangway, coming through.
Upgrade complete.
Ah, Commander.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Oh, it's on.
So I still need
Additional
tanks.
supply depots required.
Well, Butterman. Been waiting on you.
Okay,
You gonna give me orders?
that's good intel. So now I need to bring
ready.
this.
We could use some help here.
Upgrade complete.
Ready for dust off.
Go time.
Liberation is at hand. We're returning fire. Right ready. Ah, Commander.
Base is under attack.
Wait.
Upgrade.
This better be
ETA.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Okay, no.
Fire.
Okay, I think we're okay.
Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Go time.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so now he's fighting into the choke, right? And this might even be game over.
Gangway, coming through.
I don't know. He did get a lot of damage.
Incoming orders.
You want a piece of
Oh,
me, boy?
it's on.
This better be good.
I didn't kill
Not
enough bases.
minerals.
Okay.
Who wants some?
Okay,
Not
so
enough
this
minerals.
was such a big improvement compared to
Not enough.
compared to
We could use some help here.
he's got Dark Templar. That's good to see. Good to know.
Add-on complete. Base is under attack.
Gangway, coming through.
Not enough. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Oh, don't attack into that, you idiot.
Better be good.
Not enough minerals.
Okay. And let's build a turret. So we have detection.
SCV ready.
Base is under attack.
Coming through. SCV ready.
As you said.
Okay.
SCV ready.
This has been a good game so far. Instructive. I don't know if I'm winning, but
Armed and ready.
he's gonna push in like this.
Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
Better be good. Who wants some?
He's losing a lot of army supply.
Unacceptable landing zone.
So, oh, didn't see that. God damn it. I really don't want to lose that. Okay, now we go and attack.
Go time. Armed and ready.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, let's get everything and go attack.
Vespine geyser exhaust. Unacceptable landing zone.
I think we've got enough. He lost too much, man.
Engineering state, Yori.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
What did he?
Not enough energy.
Armed and ready.
Oh man.
By the number.
Oh, this is a really crushing defeat, man. I really felt like this is quite dispiriting. Honestly, I thought I deserved much better.
SCV ready.
Is it worth playing on? I don't know.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV
Oh,
ready.
these were trapped. That didn't help.
Ready to roll out.
But it looks like
Command center upgrade complete.
he's still got plenty of workers.
Gotcha.
Boom, baby.
Go, go, go. SCV ready. That's fine. Lay it on. Go ahead.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy.
I'm way oversaturated. Yeah, I just need more
Your
bases.
forces are under attack.
SCV
Man, that's a lot of charge loss. But it's a very charge loss heavy composition. Well, okay, I need to go for like Widow Mine drops. I'm just gonna go real heavy on the
Boom, baby.
Ah, you scared me.
Ready for dust off.
Who wants some?
I need to do economic damage, man. He's recovering too much.
Let's have a blast.
Ready for dust
Go,
off.
go, go. Big job, huh? Been waiting.
Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack.
Ready for dust off.
Our SCVs are under attack.
SCV ready.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
SCV ready.
I think this is GG. Wait, he's just got way too
Are
much.
under attack.
Go, go, go.
Wow. Wow, that's brutal, man. Fucking hell. Okay, well, I mean, there was a significant MMR difference, right? He got pretty far ahead in army supply. See, what this indicates to me is that, at least in terms of the analysis I posted to the game earlier today, I actually did okay. Like, that initial defense was actually very good. Like, in terms of how much army supply he lost compared to how much I lost. But he just was able to rebuild. I guess I just threw some away on that attack. I didn't get as much done as I wanted. Resource collection rate is extraordinary that he was outpacing me so significantly, even though I did repeated sizable damage with those drops. So I'll have to go back and have a look at that. I was maybe a bit late. The upgrades were relatively equal. Yeah, I guess he took too many bases too fast, and then he did too much damage. But maybe I didn't do enough scouting, and when I was a bit late on my 4th base. So let's have a look. I should ask him for suggestions too. You want to know how to beat a Protoss as a Terran? Ask a Protoss, right? Because they lose to Terrans all the time. Not as often as we lose to Protoss. But, so it was Nexus first. And I guess maybe he's chrono boosting probes on both bases. So I guess he's playing greedily. And one of the problems I have against Protoss is that they have so many attacking possibilities early in the game. A lot of them play aggressively that I often get preoccupied with defense. He took a relatively big base, and And you still need to be able to find a way to punish their greed if they play greedily. So he's 16 workers ahead, right? And I took a pretty early third base myself, and I saturated. I landed it as soon as I had saturated my other bases, basically a little bit after. But you see that it's almost finished upgrading to orbital. Then I float it. So it's not like I've been constantly building SCVs, and yet I'm still 16 SCVs down. But I am slightly ahead on army supply. The problem is though, he's got charge lots. So how do you fight into charge lots with a bio-heavy army? You can't really do it. I mean, I have some widow mines, but I don't have enough. So I'm just not doing. I'm not doing enough to stop Protoss just expanding like crazy. So he's taking a 4th base now, and he took a 4th base very significantly before me. So I've done some damage, and I got in and outs multiple times. So my harass was good, but the thing is, I didn't realize just how far ahead he was, like economically. So like, it's still 71 to 66 workers. Okay, so I have closed the gap, but I don't have, my 4th base is halfway built, so he's already mining off the 4th base. So, yeah, probably could have done with a scouting of the 4th base. But yeah, like, I mean, I don't know, like I said, I'll ask him, but yeah, I'm doing more damage here again. So actually I'm ahead 3 on workers now, believe it or not. But it's hard to know, like, how do you attack into like a base like this against an army that, the sort of army that he has? I don't know. It's but my harass was very good this game, and if we look at units lost, heavily in my favor, right? Now I think I actually defend this pretty well. Like it's a very charged lot heavy. It's these are not easy to hold. Okay, so for the fight I'm going to so I didn't make the same mistakes I made last time. I actually used the wall, forced them to fight into chokes. So let's have a look. So did I get a cancel off the base? No, I didn't. I thought I did, but I didn't. So see, he's fighting into a choke here. I've got widow mines that do some good damage. That storm hurt. That was a good storm. My tanks are a little bit out of range. No, they're not. They're actually getting hits. They're getting hits. The Liberators, 5 kills, 4 kills. So that was very good. So the resources lost, although it's not that heavily in my... It is... I'm trading significantly better than his. Okay, this is bad. So the question is, did I take later in the fight more losses than I needed to? The widow mines are helping. He's got an observer there though. Kill the observer. So I lost all those widow mines for free. And yeah, what am I doing? So the army supply is now 50 to 58, still to my advantage. So I needed to maybe reposition these faster, but I was also preparing. I was also just fortifying the high ground. But he's disrupting a lot of mining here. Then he overextends, pushing into a choke here. I just don't think it's necessary. But he's just losing a lot. Okay, so overall though the supplies are equal. The worker count though is 61 to 44, and it's not that big of an army supply difference in my favor, given that he's been mining off 4 bases the whole time. So yeah. So it takes me a while to get all my macro back up and running, and then he's hitting me with the next. So again, this is a pretty good defensive setup. Like in terms of the wall, it really slowed me down. So we're trading very well. Look at the resources lost. Got the observer. He's fighting into tanks here, right? So he's not trading that well. But it's just the income difference. It's 74 workers to 52, and I still haven't got my 4th base up. so, you know, denying the 4th. What is my army supply doing here? This was a big mistake. Not a huge mistake. It does just further delay mining time. But he's losing a lot of... he lost a lot of charge lots and he didn't really get that much done. So again, the resources lost. 6 up. Okay, but I missed this. So I was paying attention, even watching the replay, to the charge loss. So so he broke through my wall. I didn't have time to rebuild it. And then while I was dealing with the charge lots, what actually happens here? Okay, so it's army supply is equal. You know, it's because I've got too much army supply here still. So the reason why it was here is because, you know, I was so busy like trying to get all my macro back up that I didn't have time to actually reposition my army. He hit me again too quickly. But I've got Widow Mines, tanks, and a Liberator there. Yeah, this Liberator's... But yeah, this was game ending because I just I lost all those quickness, and then I lost the base as well. So that was really bad. So that was game ending. I got a nice pick off there. The army supply is 40 to 69, so I actually have an advantage. I should have brought my Widow Mines with me. I should have brought these tanks with me. I actually selected army hotkey, but I didn't realize these were locked in. So this was a massive mistake. Because if I'd taken these 3 tanks and these 4 Widow Mines, this fight might have gone better for me. Right? So he's still rebuilding. So maybe it wasn't game ending. I think what was game ending was not bringing these tanks. I mean, I'm probably still losing, but no, it's 71 to 40 army supply. If I'd had the entirety of my army supply here, I mean, it might not have been, if he'd fought in and lost, I would have won the game. But what he probably would have done, if, I don't know, did he actually see how much I had? Let's have a look if he could see how much I had. When I attacked, did he know how much I had before he attacked in? No, he didn't. Oh no, he does. He's got vision. Not really though. So if I had another 3 tanks here and I'd had more Widow Mines, okay, this army would have been cleaned up, and then I could have. I just didn't quite have enough there. But the thing is, I wouldn't have won the game if he'd seen how much I had, if I had everything here. And he just kept his army here and just let this base go. By the time I clean up this base, he could basically be rebuilding his army. And because he's mining like twice as much as I am, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough time. But it's possible. It was at least possible that I could have still won the game at that point. But after this, it's game over now because the push has failed, and now the army supply is equal and he's mining twice as much as me. So there's just no hope at this point. And so the final push in, you know, there's no point analyzing it because there's just no way I could possibly hold it, no matter how good my micro was. And yeah. So anyway, hopefully in an instructive game. I actually don't think I played that badly, given, especially given that I was playing against somebody that's 200 MMR points greater. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions on how to improve my game, I'd be pleased to hear them. Cheers.